this is Meredith, and this is the VidProMom YouTube channel where I help people like you figure out things like video editing. And I'm back with another Premiere Elements 2018 lesson. We're going to talk about how to create a really great family video in Premiere Elements. If you like learning how to create and edit videos, then hit my subscribe button so you can be notified of all of my future videos. Hit that little bell icon too so that you don't miss anything from me. So maybe you have some fantastic vacation footage that you would like to edit, or maybe you have some clips from a special event like a birthday or a graduation, or maybe like me, you have a goal of creating a yearly recap video that would act kind of as an epic highlight reel of all of the fun stuff you did as a family over the course of a year. All of these ideas would make a great family video that you can share with friends, family, and future generations. And you know that's what I'm all about here. And one thing I do want to mention is that I am an Adobe partner, so I'm working with Adobe to bring you this video editing lesson in Premiere Elements 2018. And if you haven't checked out the latest version of Adobe Premiere Elements, the 2018 version, I put a link down in the description below. You can get a 30-day free trial. Check it out, give it a test drive. And if you haven't grabbed my Premiere Elements cheat sheet yet, I put a link down below this video as well for that, but I'll remind you at the end. So for now, let's hop onto my computer and do a little bit of family video editing in Premiere Elements 2018. So Premiere Elements is really great for video editing beginners because it has these quick, guided, and expert modes. And the quick mode is really perfect for total beginners. But in this tutorial, I'm going to start with the expert mode. And so that one looks like this. And then we're going to move on to a guided edit. So that we can spice things up a little bit with a freeze frame guided edit. So like I said, we're going to start in expert mode, but don't let that scare you. It's actually a really great place to start. And if you just follow along in this video, you'll see that it's pretty simple to use. So no matter what type of family video that we're creating, we have to kind of start in the same place. We have to start a new project and import our footage. So I have a new project opened here, and I need to import some footage. So I'm going to come up here to the top left and come to Add Media, and I can come to Files and Folders. And if you are going to be creating something like a vacation video, like a highlights from a family vacation or something like that, then this is going to be pretty simple. All you really need to do is find the media that's on your hard drive. So I have some clips here from a family vacation. I have quite a few, but it's all from one family vacation. So I'm just going to select those and hit import. So I have these clips that are loading up in my project assets from one family vacation. But if you want to start a yearly recap video where you have a lot of footage from throughout an entire year, let's take advantage of the Elements Organizer that comes with your purchase of Premiere Elements. So what the Elements Organizer does is it basically scans your hard drive for video files. So you can see them sort of all in one place here within the organizer. Then over on the left-hand side, you can create a new album. So you can see I already have one here called Winter 2017. So I can just hit that plus sign. We'll say Summer 2017 and hit OK. Now I have an album over here for Summer 2017. And I can go through here and just kind of select clips here and there. So the ones with the question marks, these are actually video project files, not video files. That's why they're showing up with these question marks. Select some clips. I'm just holding down the Command key on my keyboard. And I can just drag them over to the Summer 2017 folder. And as I go through here, I can actually select some other ones here that I could add to my Winter 2017 folder. And I could either organize these albums over here by like event or things that we did, or seasons like I have. That's really up to you there. But it's a really great way to kind of keep your footage organized so it's easy to find when you come over here to back to Premiere Elements and you come up to Add Media. You can just hit Elements Organizer, and then you're going to have a bunch of media over here, but then you have these albums already organized. So all I have to do is select this Summer 2017 album, and we'll just select all of these, Command A, and then hit Add Files. And now we've got these files down here already on our timeline and all in our project assets. So you can see how organized this is if you wanted to sort through your footage throughout the year to do a yearly recap video. If you just do it within the Elements organizer as the year goes, then when you sit down to edit in Premiere Elements, you'll have it all right there organized for you because you've kept organized throughout the year. Now, of course, this added a bunch of my clips already to my timelines. I'm actually going to get rid of those here so I can show you. All you have to do when you're ready to edit is, so you imported your footage. So up here in Project Assets, this is all the footage that you imported into your project, whether you found them on your hard drive and imported them that way, or if you use the Elements organizer. They're all going to be right here. And you can either select a few of them and just drag them down to your timeline, or you can select one at a time and drag it down, or you can actually double click these and preview that clip to see what it is. And if you want it in your video, then you can just drag it right down to your timeline. And the timeline is really where all of the magic happens. So for example, if you have a long clip right here like this and you wanted to kind of split it up into maybe some different sections so that you could rearrange it or get rid of some parts of it, all you have to do is put your time indicator bar here where you want to cut it, and then there's a little scissor icon. Just hit that, and now that one clip is split into two. And if you come down a little ways and do the same exact thing again, make sure that you have the clip selected that you want to cut. Just hit that scissor tool, and now it's split into 3 sections, right? So we could just delete this middle part of that clip if we wanted to get rid of that. Another way that you can edit your clips is to actually just trim them up on the ends. If you just go to the very end, the beginning or the end of the clip, and just wait for that little red cursor to come up like that. All you have to do is just slide it over. It's just like trimming off the ends of a clip. Of course, you can also rearrange your clips and move things around however you want to do that. And if you just select the empty space between them, so you have this little black bar here, and just hit Alt or Option Delete, then you can just move everything right back together. And then over on the right hand side, you'll see a place where you can add special effects. You could do things like slow motion or fast forward and things like that, just to kind of spice things up a little bit. Over here on the right hand side is where you would find all of those options. So there's a lot of tools over there that you can check out, but one really cool thing that I want to show you in the guided edit section, over here under fun edits, and then down under create a freeze frame with a motion title. I'm going to walk you through this because this is really cool. This would be a really fun way to do like a title of your video. It would be perfect kind of at the beginning of a video. So what you can do with the guided edits is it basically walks you through every single step of making this edit. So you really can't mess it up because it shows you exactly step by step what to do. Okay. And you're doing it with your very own clips. So it's a really fun way to edit, especially if you're brand new to editing and you want to do some, kind of fancy stuff. So let's check this out. This is the freeze frame with motion title guided edit. So all you have to do, and you can move this box around if it's in your way, all you have to do is just follow the directions. So it just says here, learn how to freeze the moment and add a fun motion title. So we're going to hit next, and it tells us to move the current time indicator, that's that red bar, sometimes called a scrubber bar, to the place where you want your motion title to begin. So we're going to just kind of find a spot here. I don't know, I'll just pick something. This is good here. So we're going to move that there. This is where we're going to add that freeze frame and that motion title. So we're going to just hit next, and then it tells us to open the titles and text panel. And you can see here, it gives me this little arrow and a little box to tell me exactly what to click on. So I'm going to click on that. And then it tells me to choose a template and drag and drop it to the position on the timeline where we had selected that we wanted that title. So I'm going to choose this one here. So I'm going to drag this down just like this. And next it says to select the background for your title, click the highlighted area. So you see this little arrow here. It wants us to click right here. So we're going to click right there. And then from the drop-down menu over here, we want to select freeze frame from that list of options. So see how it took a still image from our actual video clip to make that the background? That's our freeze frame. So we're going to hit next, and then it says type the desired text into the default text box. So over here, we can say Lake Placid, okay? And then all we have to do is select this one down here. It's a little hard to see, but we have a second text box here. So we can do, we'll just say 2017, since this video is from 2017. You can also change the font, and you could change the size if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it the same because I don't want it to mess up the design here. So we're just going to hit next. And then it says to hit the play button to see our results. So let's check this out. So this is what it looks like. So you can see how the background freezes and then the title actually comes in and kind of animates in. That's pretty cool, right? It's so easy. And then when it's done, it just animates out. So when you're done with your video and you're happy with how it's turned out, of course, I just showed you a few little editing techniques here, but I want to show you how to export your video in Premiere Elements. So if you're happy with how it turned out, you want to share it with your friends and family, post it on Facebook or social media, you're going to have to export your project as a video file in order to be able to do that. So let me walk you through it. Up on the right-hand side at the very top, you're going to hit Export and Share. And then the first option that you're probably going to see is this quick export. And this will usually work for most people. But what I like to do is come over here and choose devices. And then I choose this HD 1080 option because my footage is in 1080 resolution. So I know that I want to select that. And then I usually go with a medium quality here, down here under quality. So you also want to make sure that you have this MP4 H.264 format selected. That's going to be the way to go if you're going to upload this to social media. So for quality, I go with medium, and this is going to depend a lot on your own personal preferences. If you choose high, you're going to definitely have a much higher file size. You can see over here. If you choose low, you're going to have a lower file size. So I usually go with medium, or high, but medium usually works pretty well for me most times. And if you have a really long video, then you choose that high setting, then your file size is probably going to be pretty big. So after you are done with those options there, you can come down here and give this a file name. So we can call this Lake Placid 2017, and then you can choose a destination. Mine is set to go right to my desktop, so I'm going to just keep that there so it's easy to find, so I can watch it as soon as this is done exporting. And then you're just going to hit this save button, and when you do that, this is going to take a little bit of time. It's going to depend on how long your project is, how fast your computer is. You're going to have to be patient with it. So once your file is done exporting, you can upload it to Facebook or YouTube, share it with your friends and family, and then start thinking about your next family video. So now you know that creating a great family video is fun and easy once you understand how to get started with Premiere Elements 2018. And if you haven't downloaded Premiere Elements yet or upgraded to the 2018 version, you can get a 30-day free trial using the link in the description below this video. And don't forget, I put a link to my Premiere Elements cheat sheet down below as well. Give this video a thumbs up before you go, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more Premiere Elements tutorials from me on the VidProMom YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that little bell icon so that YouTube will notify you every time I upload a new video, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.